world's biggest economies, the way we use materials is hugely wasteful. Every time something ends up in landfill, we're losing not only valuable resources, but also the energy it took to make that product in the first place. To move away from this take, make, dump economy towards something that's more sustainable, we need people with the will and the skills to make it happen. So, Rebecca, this is the Brixton Remakery.
It is.
What is a Remakery?
It's a kind of unique concept that we've come up with, which is a space for making things out of waste materials, creating a load of workshops so that people can reuse and make new things out of any materials, so whether it's carpentry, bikes, IT, metal work. But also we are using remake in its kind of broader sense, remaking people, so teaching them new skills and helping them change their life for the better. So this is our sort of Aladdin's cave of materials, and almost everything in here would have been chucked away to landfill, and we've rescued through one means or another to be able to use on the site.
Wow.
So we've got paint, wood, a load of doors, again from a refurbishment, and some of those doors are just really good, solid quality doors, and you know, they would have ended up in landfill.
If you think about all the water that went into that tree growing, the carbon that the tree would have been storing, it's such a waste if that wood ends up in landfill.
Because yeah, I mean, it's all perfectly usable, you just need to have the right reason to use it.
Wow, you've got loads of pianos here. Are they in tune?
Probably not, I think.
Pretty good.
The Remakery aims to create a series of workshops where people can work with metal, wood, fabric and electronics.
We hope to reuse about 200 tonnes of material a year here. When you put loads of different people together and all these skills emerge that people didn't know they had, or places emerge like this place that didn't exist before, so it's a kind of just putting a spark in, like with a fire, and then loads of stuff can come out of it.
But their first job is to remake the space. The UK construction and demolition industries create 120 million tonnes of waste every year, much of which could be reused.
I've definitely never used one of these before.
Even a water-damaged gym floor, once destined for a skip, can find new life as wall cladding. Part of the ethos here is to make the most not only of neglected materials, but also neglected people.
I was homeless and stuff before I found out about this project, and all my tools were stolen, and I was really, you know, down on my luck. My normal sort of life would be sort of, you know, maybe go down in the shops, get a beer in the morning and hang about in a park and then meet up with like-minded people, and, you know, the rest of the day is not going to go well, you know. But, you know, here things are very different, you know, and I go home at night and I get in the bath and I feel like I've really accomplished something, you know, and I've done something constructive.
With all these different things going on, it's a massive job to coordinate everyone. And there's a guy called WINFORD, who I've heard is the one who keeps everyone in line.
WINFORD is so dedicated he's come in today even though his wife thinks he's still in bed with the flu. He manages the community payback team who are sent here by the probation service.
Somebody has to be responsible for them. I've been here since January, full-time. This small section was done by some boys from Brixton prison.
As different parts of the community come in contact with the Remakery, more people begin to see the opportunity in waste.
We've got lots of people who get involved with us, even though they come be apprehensive at first. Once 2 or 3 visits, place just grab hold of them and they become like a part of it.
Since it began 12 months ago, hundreds of people have given thousands of hours of their time.
Brixton People's Kitchen.
Have one.
They should be pretty hard.
So what is the Brixton People's Kitchen?
Wow, we collect surplus food from kind of stores around the borough and bring that together and cook it all up, and then we sit down and eat it together. So it's all about reducing food waste and getting food together. Yeah.
Giving it a thumbs up.
Cycling around the area on a refurbished bike-turned-mobile restaurant, the Brixton People's Kitchen is one of the organisations that's benefiting from the Remakery.
It's a really good partnership. The bikes were built here at the Remakery, and of course both projects use the ethos of recycling and using waste. So
we don't have all the recycled materials at our disposal, but that's exactly what the Remakery does have. So it's just been totally awesome to have that come together.
Every time you look in one of these, there's something else going on. We've got some windows turning into doors.
The Remakery has been kick-started with grant funding, but soon people like NICOLA will pay monthly to use the space, and the Remakery will be run as a social business.
I asked a load of builders whether they recycle tiles, and they said no, they just throw them away if they're broken. So I thought I'd just make some money out of them. So you get the tiles, break them up, and then I'm left with something like this, which I paint, and then smooth it out to make this.
Oh, look at that.
I sell these ones for £5, this one for £10. My workshop was my front room, so I definitely will be using this space. I hope to change people's perceptions of how they view products. You're actually making money out of rubbish, really, kind of thing. And in this economic climate, it's not such a bad idea.
From bike repair to textile upcycling to furniture refurbishing, around 100 small businesses hope to use these workshops. And the model they're pioneering could form the basis of a new national network that transforms the way we use materials.
If we share our resources, I think it's amazing what progress can be made and how that can push communities forward,